Hey there, guys. I want to welcome you to today's midday live stream. So, for today, we're going to be doing a sort of unique topic. But before I want to get into today's sort of topic that we're going to be discussing, I do want to mention that I have started the 14-day free trial challenge, and it has been pretty successful so far. But if you are still interested, I would be willing to add new individuals into that trial challenge if that is something you are interested in. So you wouldn't exactly be able to sign up now since the sort of sign up page has expired. But if you would like me to, I can change that and add you into the group. So if that's something that you're interested in, I would still be willing to add you in there for the next couple of days. It will be a little bit shorter than 14 days, but I'm willing to add new individuals if you're interested in trying it out. So that is on the table if that's something that you would like to try out. Basically, again, going over the 14-day challenge, it's or 14-day free trial, I should say. It's basically being able to get involved in my program, seeing how my program works, and get access to everything that my clients have access to related to the program. So that's basically what it is. You'll get a workout plan, a meal plan, everything of that sort you'll have access to. So just sort of keep that in mind. So I think that's pretty much it. I do have next week's live stream pretty much finished as far as my presentation that I'll be sharing next week. That will be a pretty in-depth topic. I'm going to be talking a little bit about weight loss in that one. So to be a separate topic from this one. So sort of keep that in mind that I'm going to be talking about weight loss in the next live stream next Wednesday. But let's go ahead and get into what we're going to be talking about today. And that is basically the mind and body connection as it relates to fitness. So there's a lot of different things that I'm going to be discussing, but we're going to be focusing a little bit on somewhat related to sort of your mental well-being and your fitness. Sort of that combination is what we're going to discuss. So what does the mind body connection mean? So it's a fundamental concept in fitness and overall well-being, emphasizing the intricate relationship between your mental and emotional state and your physical health. This connection plays a significant role in various aspects of fitness. So I've sort of mentioned in the past that fitness basically has an essential role in how you feel mentally. So it's going to make you feel so much better mentally when you sort of get involved with a fitness routine. And there's so many aspects that sort of, are related to that. So, motivation and goal setting. Your mental state, including your mindset and attitude, greatly influences your motivation to engage in physical activity or fitness activities. Positive thoughts and a clear sense of purpose can drive you to set and work toward your fitness goals. So, when we're talking about this, fitness, in a way, once you create and you sort of build your routine, fitness sort of becomes this motivation factor, this motivating factor for you to reach something. It's more so about sort of being on a mission to complete something. It gives you a little bit more of a purpose into what you're doing in your life. Now, there's a lot of different things that you can have a purpose with in life, of course, but fitness itself really helps to sort of give your mind a little bit of stimulation because you're focusing on this workout routine, you're focusing on this specific goal that you're trying to reach. And as you start to sort of see those milestones going through your routine, it helps to sort of build upon that motivation. And not only that, I feel like fitness, once you create a routine, it also sort of, I want to say, sort of seeps into other aspects of your life. And I sort of noticed that myself as well, to where when I've sort of gotten into my fitness routine and I had a goal set in mind, I changed a lot of my habits, such as eating well, such as going to sleep early, such as drinking water, keeping track of my water intake. So you'll start to notice that whenever you put a lot of influence on your health, or a lot of, sort of passion into what you're doing, it actually is going to sort of bleed into other parts of your life and give you better habits. So, sort of keep that in mind. There's a lot of different things that fitness can benefit, and that is, really giving you a mindset of, making healthier choices outside of just working out, but just, food you eat, drinking water, sleep, habits, different habits. You're creating healthier habits beyond just going to the gym. So, another thing that is sort of beneficial as it relates to fitness and sort of that mind body connection that we're talking about, it improves your concentration and mental clarity. So, regular physical activity has been shown to enhance cognitive function, including memory, attention, and problem solving skills. This improved mental clarity can extend beyond the gym and positively impact other areas of your life, which is basically what I just discussed. However, this is a little bit different where we're talking more so about sort of the, I guess you would say, the sort of psychological aspects of it, because it's your cognitive function, your memory, attention, and problem solving. And sort of keep in mind, I know I'm talking a lot about mental health, but keep in mind that I'm not in no way a therapist or anything of that sort. I'm not any of that. I'm just sort of giving you information of how fitness connects to your mind, and sort of that sort of connection. That's what I'm relating. So don't, sort of keep that in mind. I'm not a therapist or anything of that sort. I'm just a certified personal trainer. So just sort of keep that in mind. But it has been shown that cognitive function, memory, attention, and problem solving skills can improve when you implement sort of physical activity into your daily life. So, emotional well being. Engaging in physical activity can help to alleviate symptoms of depression and anxiety. And I've sort of discussed this previously. Exercise promotes the release of neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which are, if you're not aware of those sort of hormones, they're, or neurotransmitters, they're basically sort of feel good hormones, which are linked to improved mood and reduced feelings of sadness or anxiety. So, when you're, again, and this sort of goes back to talking about the sort of motivation and goal setting. When you're putting your focus on something else and you're working towards something, you're less likely going to sort of worry about other things. The way that I sort of see the gym, and I mention this pretty often, but I've always seen the gym as sort of a third place. So basically, the way that I can define a third place is something outside of your home and your work. That third place is sort of that middle ground, that place that you go to just as often as being at home or going to work. That's the way that I see the gym, is it's that third place. I'm there pretty often. However, of course, it is a little bit different than work and home, because home, you enjoy being at home. Maybe you don't enjoy being at work. However, what I'm trying to sort of pinpoint is that it becomes basically sort of a place to escape to. And that's the way that I feel with it, because when I go in there, I'm working towards something and I have a goal set in mind. I have these exercises that I do, and I enjoy the feeling that I get from doing these exercises. Another way that I sort of see it as is, it is a great and healthy coping mechanism to use sort of exercise and using going to the gym as a way to, escape some bad habits that you may be dealing with life. Supplementing anything that may not be as healthy. Again, that's a sort of a deeper sort of topic to go into, but just keep in mind that emotional well-being is can be a big part of, building a workout routine and going into a workout routine, I should say, and sort of creating this daily habit. Again, you'll notice that it changes a lot of aspects of how you feel when you stick to something related to fitness. So, stress reduction, it sort of goes back into the same similar topic. However, so we're saying a little bit different here versus what we just spoke of. So, stress reduction, exercise is a powerful stress reduction tool. Physical activity can help your body manage and reduce stress hormones, leading to a calmer and more focused mind. It can also help improve your ability to cope with life's challenges, which I kind of just discussed. So I was a little bit ahead of myself. So basically, again, it is a great coping mechanism. It's a way for you, it can be used as a better habit than some other habit that may not be as healthy, if that makes sense. So that's one thing that you have to keep in mind. And I know that for a lot of people, mindset is a big, really, I've noticed it with a lot of people who struggle to sort of get into a habitual sort of workout routine and get into sticking with a nutrition plan or fitness plan. Their big struggle is sort of seeing the gym as being a chore. And that is something, if you're that sort of individual, you really have to change your mindset. You have to change your mindset on how you view the gym, and you have to treat it like anything you do daily. You have to just make it a no, I don't know how you would describe it. Make it something that would be just a daily habit, basically. So, like brushing your teeth or anything of that sort. Make the gym like a non negotiable. That's what I should have said, a non negotiable sort of thing in your life rather than it being something to the side or something that's just extra stuff that you have to do. The gym has just become so ingrained in what I do. And of course, too, I'm a personal trainer, so I have to, you know, be and look the part and, show that, I have to actually show that part because if I'm going to, you know, explain to people or teach people, coach people, I have to be able to look the part and I have to live out those habits myself, so that's what you kind of have to see. I'm not saying you have to see it like that, but you have to see exercising as sort of a way to, again, to escape and just change your mindset about it. See as something that you would just do in your daily life, basically. So, body image and self esteem, this is a big one. And this is one that basically a lot of people go into when they, pursue, exercising and fitness and health related things. So, the way you perceive your body and your self esteem can significantly affect your fitness journey. Engaging in regular exercise and seeing improvements in your physical abilities can boost self confidence and body image. That's something to keep in mind. Again, one of the biggest sort of draws that people have when they're working towards a fitness goal is to, have a better body image and have better self esteem. That was one of the things for me. Um, and that's something, there's no other feeling than when you actually see your progress, when you actually see that you're building strength, when you actually see, you know, that you're able, you know, your arms look bigger or your chest looks bigger. Like there's no other feeling like that when you notice that progress, when you notice after you've worked so hard on that, that routine that you've stuck with, there's no other feeling like that. So once you sort of get that feeling, then, really mindset really wouldn't have to be a factor. You already have that drive because you're motivated by the improvements that you're seeing physically. And, there's not only physical, improvements that you're going to get from exercise, as we've sort of mentioned. It's, you've got a lot of mental clarity. You've got, you're physically healthier. So there's so many benefits whenever you think about how important it is to make fitness a big part of your life. Visualization. So, visualizing your fitness goals and imagining yourself achieving them can be a powerful mental tool. Visualization techniques can enhance motivation, improve performance, and help you stay committed to your fitness routine. This is pretty much self explanatory, but this sort of goes back into sort of setting your goals. So the more that you sort of visualize your outcome of something, the more likely you're going to really pursue that. The more that you visualize what you want, the more it is that you will stick to that goal, each and every day, because that's what you want. And, you know, again, there's so many different aspects that come with, sort of your mindset and how you sort of see yourself, and so many different things that come with it. But this really is more talking about sort of your goal setting, basically. You want to visualize that fitness goal and you want to imagine getting there. And that's what's going to be a big factor motivating you to stick to it. So, sort of keep that in mind. Pain perception and tolerance. So, your mental state can influence how you perceive and tolerate pain during intense workouts or challenging physical activities. Mind body techniques like mindfulness can help you better manage discomfort and push through mental barriers. This is actually a really good one to sort of discuss. So, a lot of times in exercises, you will sort of get sort of that pain, that sting, that, sort of burning sensation. You sort of really giving yourself a more tolerance to, I don't want you to like hurt yourself per se, but you're being aware of pain basically, and sort of being able to tolerate pain. That's an important thing. And once you're in like in some situation, or you're going through a workout routine, you're more mindful of what you're doing, and you're able to sort of not focus so much on that pain. So again, that's another thing to sort of keep in mind. You know, one thing I sort of think about is, especially when days where I don't want to work out, and then I'm going through like really rough sort of workouts and they're just like painful, and I just want to get them done. I sort of think, well, I'm going to feel better after this if I just stick with it. If I just do this, I'm sort of mindful, basically. If I just finish this, it's painful, it doesn't feel good, but if I just stick with it, I'll be done with this workout, I'll feel better the rest of the day. That's sort of what we're kind of talking about here, is you're being a little bit more mindful of what you're doing, mindful of how you're feeling. And again, that goes into the mindset aspect of a lot of things when it comes to fitness. Alrighty, so that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. I hope that you guys found this interesting. Again, I wanted to talk about something a little unique, which I usually try to do, but I wanted to discuss more of the sort of mental aspects related to fitness. Now, again, I'm not a therapist or anything of that sort. All I'm doing is sort of connecting how you're doing fitness and being involved in a fitness routine is going to be beneficial mentally in so many aspects of your life, as well as helping you to build better habits and things of that sort. So, sort of keep that in mind. So, that's all I have for you guys. Next week, I will have another live stream. I'm going to be talking about weight loss. It's going to be a little longer than this one because I have quite a bit of content that I'm going to be sharing in that one. So if that topic is something you're interested in, definitely RSVP when I put up the event. I haven't put it up yet, but I have been working on that presentation this week, and I will present it next Wednesday, of course. So if you guys have any questions about anything I discuss here today, any other live stream, feel free to reach out. And of course, you can comment here on this live stream. You can direct message me through the Facebook group, anything of that sort. You can reach out. I will also be, of course, posting this to YouTube, so you can watch these on YouTube. My live stream is a little bit more easily accessible on there. So when you go on there, you'll be able to watch all the previous ones that I do on the Facebook group. So you'll have access to that, and I usually upload that right after these streams are finished, so you'll be able to watch those and view those, so that even if you can't make it, you can still check these out. So thank you guys again, as always, for taking the time to watch these live streams. I really appreciate it. I enjoy doing these because I love talking about these topics, and I don't believe a lot of trainers really go into in depth on these specific topics. And so I feel like, this is something that I really want to sort of stand out as an individual, trainer, that this is sort of what, sort of talking about the more intricate aspects related to fitness. So thank you guys again. And I will see you guys next Wednesday in the next live stream at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, same as today. But with all that being said, thank you guys again. I'll see you guys next week.